Hello, you're welcome. For today's video, we'll be looking at National Examinations Council, NECO, MENA Nigeria 2024 National Common Entrance Examination, NCEE, Paper 1, Achievement Test. Part A, Mathematics and Basic Science and Technology, but for this video, we'll be looking at Mathematics alone, and for the next video, we'll be looking at Basic Science and Technology. And then, of course, we get to look at English Studies and National Values Education. Without wasting time, let's look at the mathematics question. The very first question here, number 1, says, find the product of CCX and XIX. Now, the question paper is going to be a board. We have two Roman numbers, CCX and XIX. So whenever you have a question like this, all you need to do is to change the Roman numbers to figures, then solve. Once you're done, you change back to Roman numbers. In math, product, as we have in question 1, means times. So C is 100 in Romans. So CCX, 6C is 200, X is 10, so this is 210. X is 10, IX is 9, XIX is 19. So let's get the product. That will be 210 times 19. Okay, 9 times 0 is 0. 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. We can now sum. If you sum this up, we have 0993. That's like 3,990. Now we have our answer in figure 3990. Change it to Roman numerals. What is 3,000? M is 1,000. 3,000 is M in 3 places. 900 is CM. And 90 is XC. This is the correct answer. We come to the options. We have A to E. Which one is MMMCM XC? MMMCM XC. That's option D, and that is the correct answer. Okay, so I'm going to clean up this so we can go to number 2. Remember, I said the question paper is going to be my board. Question number 2 says, what is the highest prime number of 270? So I'll solve it here. We are going to solve this using the table method. Check. What can, okay, hold on. I think that space may be too small. So let me come up a bit to this place. 270. I'm solving question 2 here. Alright, so for question 2, what is the highest prime number of 270? Let's solve as if you are solving for LCM. So we are going to divide 270 by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 7 divided by 2 is 3, remainder 1. Put it here, 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 2 is done with his work, you go to 3. 13 divided by 3 is 4, that's 12, remainder 1. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 3 is not done with its work because 45 can be divided by 3. So you continue with 3. 4 divided by 3 is 1, remainder 1. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 3 is not done with its work. 15 divided by 3 is 5, is done with its work now, so we use 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. So if they ask you to find the product of the prime factors, or what are the prime factors, let's take that. The prime factors are 2, 3, and 5. Though 3 appeared 3 times, but you have to pick one. Among these prime factors, which is the highest? 5 is the biggest prime number here. So the correct answer is D. Alright, let's take a look at question 3. Question 3 says, write 3,150,009 in words. We'll just look at the options and check which is the correct one. A, 33 million, wrong. B, 33 million, wrong. C, 3,150,099, wrong. D, 3,150,019, wrong. E should be the correct answer. 3,150,009. Yes, that's correct. Let's move up to question 4. Okay, so I can wipe this out. Question 4 says, arrange the following fractions in ascending order of magnitude. 1 out of 2, 5 out of 6, 3 out of 8, and 7 out of 10. Now, the key word here is ascending. Ascending. Ascending means to go up, while descend means to come down. So when we say ascending, it's to start from the smallest to the biggest. But if you look at the fractions in question 4, we have 1 over 2, 5 out of 6, 3 out of 8, and 7 out of 12. They don't really have anything in common. So we need to create something in common among them. To do that, we need to take the LCM of 2. I'm solving for here. The LCM of the denominators, and the denominators for question 4 is 2, 6, 8, and 12. Okay, let me solve it by the side of question 4 so you don't get it mixed up. So the LCM of 2, 6, 8, and 12. Alright, so the smallest number that can divide one of the digits there is 2. 2 divided by 2, 1, 6 divided by 2, 3, 8 divided by 2, 4, 12 divided by 2, 6. 2 is not done with his work, you continue with 2. 1 divided by 2, 2, 3 divided by 2, can't go, bring 3 down. Sorry, 1 divided by 2 is 1. Then 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 2, we bring down 1. 3 divided by 2, can't go, 3. 2 divided by 2, 1. 3 divided by 2, not possible, bring 3. Now 2 is done with his work, you go to 3, which will give you 1, 1, 1, 1. So the LCM here is simply the product of the divisors. Alright, so the LCM will be 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 3, 24. The LCM is 24. Okay, once you get the LCM, you draw a straight line and put the LCM there, which is 24. Look at the first fraction, which is 1 over 2. You divide with the denominator and multiply with the numerator. Is that okay? So 24 divided by the denominator, which is 2, is 12. 12 times 1 is 12, comma. Go to the next fraction, which is 5 over 6. 24 divided by 6 is 4. 4 times 5 is 20. Go to the third, which is 3 over 8. 24 divided by 8 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. You go to the last 7 out of 12. 24 divided by 12 is 2. 2 times 7 is 14. Now I can easily compare them. So I'm going to clean this LCM. I can easily compare them. Okay? So if you take a look at what I've done, remember we are looking at ascending, and I said ascending to ascend is from the smallest to the biggest. So the smallest here is 9. Which fraction has 9? The second to the last, which is 3 out of 8. You write it first. Then the next is 12, which is 1 out of 2. You write it here, 1 out of 2. Then the next is 14, which is the fraction at the extreme, which is 7 over 12. And the biggest is 20, which is 5 out of 6 here. You write it here. Now I'm done. You look at the option. Among the options, which one has 3 out of 8 first? That's option C. 3 out of 8, 1 over 2, 7 over 12, 5 over 6. This is correct. Alright, we are going to move on to question 5. So I'm going to just clear this. question 5. Question 5 says, express 0.68 as a fraction in its lowest term. To change to fraction from this, this is the 6 is 10th, the 8 is 100th. So you just divide 68 by 100. 100 means divide by 100. Or we can also look at it this way. We have 0.68. We have to make this a whole number. To do that, we move this decimal point 1 to 2 places to get rid of it. So 68 stands on its own. Since we move 2 places, we divide by 100. If we move 1 places, we divide by 10. So we are dividing by 100 because 100 has 2 zeros. These zeros represent the number of places you move with the decimal point. Now we have this, we can reduce to the lowest term. We divide both sides by 2. Okay, this will give me 34 over 50. Divide both sides by 2 again. Okay, so 34 divided by 2 is 17. 50 divided by 2 is 25. So 17 out of 25 is the correct answer, which is option A. Alright, we are going to move down to question 6. Question 6 here, I have enough space for it. If a man spent 50% of his salary on food items, they give you the salary. Let the salary be 100% because 100% means everything. So 100% is equal to 80,000 naira. So this man spent 50%, which is half of 100. Half of 100 will also be half of 80. So he spent half of 80, that's 40,000. You'll be left with 80 minus 40, 40,000. Just spent half of the money, so you'll be left with half as well, which is 40,000. We are done with this page. Let's look at the next page. Question number 7 says, find the place value of 2 in 723 plus 123 plus 456. Now, a lot of you will be in a hurry to pick 2 as to look at 2 in the question and pick tens as your answer, because for 723, 2 is in the tens place, and for 123, 2 is in the tens place. But if you do that, you are going to be wrong. The reason why you are going to be wrong is that the question is a sum question. So before picking out the value of 2, you are supposed to sum up 7, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. So you are supposed to sum this up before picking the value of 2. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. You put 2 and move 1 here. 5 plus 2, 7 plus 2, 9 plus 1, 10. You put 0 and move 1 here. 7 plus 1, 8 plus 1, 9. 9 plus 4, 13. Now I've summed the numbers. What is the place value of 2? 2 is in the unit place. My right answer is E. Alright, I'm sure this makes sense. Let's look at question number 8. 0.7 times 50. Take note, 50 is a whole number, but 0.7 has 1 decimal place. So multiply 7 and 5 together. 7 times 5 is 35. Then add this 0, that's 350. Remember, you have 1 decimal here. You count once. Count once from the right to the left and put your decimal point here. So your answer is 35, and 35 is option C. Alright, I'm sure you're good. Question number 9 says, calculate the sum of 10 and the square root of 625. Now, square root of 625 is 25. The reason is that 25 times 25 will give you 625. Let's prove it. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 you put 2 here. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 2, 12. 2 times 5 is 10. 0 you put 1 here. 2 times 2, 4 plus 1 is 5. So that's 625. For square root, you look for the number that you can multiply by itself to get what you have in the square root. So 25 times 25 is 65. So the square root of 65 is 25. Calculate the sum of 10. So this plus 10 will give me 35. Among the options we have, D is the right answer. That's 35. So we have to move down to question 10. Question 10, we have simplified bracket one whole number. 1 out of 2 times one whole number, 1 over 3, close bracket, divide by 2 out of 3. We must solve for what we have in the bracket first. So the first thing we need to do is to change each of the fractions in the bracket to improper fraction. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1. 3 over 2 times 3 times the one whole number, 3 plus 1, 4 over 3. I've changed everything to improper fraction. Outside the bracket, we have divide by 2 out of 3. So 2 here, 1, 2 into 4 is 2. 3 cancels 3. So we have 2 in the bracket, divide by 2 out of 3 outside the bracket. Now in math, all whole numbers have a denominator of 1. This 2 is same thing as 2 over 1. Then we use KCF because of the division. We'll keep the 2, change division to times, and flip this fraction. 3 goes up, 2 comes down. 2 here 1, 2 here 1. So the answer is simply 3, which is option C. Alright, so I'm going to clean what we have in question 10 so we can solve question 11. For question 11, the question says, an article was bought for 14,500. In mathematics, bought or cost price, bought means cost price. So cost price, CP, let me abbreviate it, is always 100%. So let 100% be equal to bought. Was bought for 14,500, so it's equal to 14,500. And sold at a loss of 20%. Now we need to use common sense. Something is worth 100%. I'm telling you that I sold it at a loss of 20%. It simply means I didn't sell it up to 100%. So I must have sold it this way, like 100%, minus the loss, 20%, will give me the selling price, which will be 80%. So the percentage selling price here is 80%. So that will give us the selling price. But we actually do not know what the selling price is. So we are going to use a slogan I'm going to teach you. If what you are looking for is less, you divide by more. If what you are looking for is more, you divide by less. Since what 80% is less than 100%, what I'm looking for will be less. If less, I'll divide by more. So that's 80% divided by more, which is 100%. Percent cancels percent times 14,500 will give me the answer. These 2 zeros cancels these 2 zeros. My final answer will be 145 times 80. 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 4 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. 8 times 5 is 40. 0 carry 4. 8 times 4, 32 plus 4, 36. 6 carry 3. 8 times 1, 8 plus 3, 11. Okay, so we have 0, 0, 6, 1, 1, which is 11,600. A is the correct answer. Alright, we are going to scroll up to question 12, but then I need to clean what I've solved on the paper so far. Question 12 says, calculate the simple interest on 240,000 naira for 3 years at 5% per annum. So for question 12, the principal P is 240,000 naira. The time is 3 years according to the question, and the rate is 5%. They said calculate the simple interest. The formula for calculating simple interest is always P for principal times rate times time, then you divide by 100. Okay, so simple interest equal to, the principal was given in the question. Let me continue here. SI, principal P is 240,000. times rate is 5% times time, which is 3. Divide everything by 100. K according to the formula. Now this is the formula. So these two zeros cancels these two zeros. Simple interest will be 2400 times 5 times 3. Okay, 5 times 3 is 15. So simple interest, let me continue here, will be 2,400 times 15. So 5 times 0, 0, 5 times 0, 0, 5 times 4, 20, 0, you move 2 here. 5 times 2, 10 plus 2 is 12. 1 times 0, 0, 1 times 0, 0, 1 times 4, 4, 1 times 2, 2. So we have 0, 0, 0. 4 plus 2, 6, 2 plus 1, 3. So the simple interest, put your unit, is 36,000 naira, which is option D. Alright, so I'm going to wipe the board and then we'll move straight to question 13. Okay. We said this is D. For question 13, express 180 in index form. Solve as if you are solving LCM. 180 divided by 2 is 90. 90 divided by 2 is 45. 45 divided by 2 cannot go. So what do? We use 3. So I'm going to clean the 2 and then use 3. 4 divided by 3 is 1, remainder 1. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 15 divided by 3 is, hold on, 45 divided by 3 is 15. Now 15 divided by 3 is 5. 3 is done with its work, you use 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. Now you check, how many 2's can you see here? In the divisor, 2 appeared twice. That's 2 raised to the power 2 times. How many 3's can you see? 3 appeared 2 times. 3 raised to the power 2. How many 5 can you see? Just 1. So the answer is 2 squared times 3 squared times 5, which is option E. Okay, we are going to scroll down to question 14. So I'll clean the board. Question 14 says, add 8.2 plus 1.8. 8 plus 2 is 10. You put 0 and put 1 here. 8 plus 1, 9 plus this one, 10. 10.0 is same thing as 10. The right answer is C. Question 15 says, a sales boy receives 1,200 as commission on 24,000 naira. Find the percentage of the commission. So the percentage of the commission will be the commission this boy received, 1,200 out of how much? Out of 24,000 naira. Now times 100% will give you the commission. Now this 1, 2, 3 cancels. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 24, let's go with 12. 12 here, 10. 12 into 24 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Nothing cancel the percentage symbol, bring it down. So the right answer is D. Scroll down. Question 16. So let's clean this. This question says, Efe took 28 minutes to trek to school. So he trekked for 28 minutes. If she got to the school at 12 a.m. At what time did she leave? Subtract 28 minutes from when she got to school, you get the time elapsed. 12 minus 28 is not possible. Of course, this 8 is 8 hours. Yeah, so borrow 1 hour from 8 hours, you'll be left with 7 hours. Mind you, I borrowed 1 hour As you bring the 1 to the minute column where you have 12, it changes to 60 because 60 minutes make 1 hour. 60 plus 12 is 72. Now let's subtract 28 from 72. Borrow 1 here, 6, put it 12 minus 8, 4. 6 minus 2, 4. So that's 44 in the minute column. Then you bring down 7. So the answer is 7:44 a.m., which is option B. We are done with paper 3. We'll be looking at the next paper as we look at question 17. This question 17 says, the volume of a cube, volume has been given, volume is 64 centimeter cube. Find the length of each side. For cube, the formula for calculating volume of a cube is length times length times length, or volume is length cube. So the length cube is equal to the volume. What's the volume? The volume is 64. They ask us to find the length. To get the length, you take the cube root of both sides. Take the cube root of this side too. Now, the reason why we take cube root is that cube root can break cube. So length will be cube root of 64 is 4 centimeter. How do I know? Cube root, you think of what you can multiply by itself in 3 places to get 64. 4 cm times 4 cm times 4 cm in 3 places will give you 64. That is why our answer is 4 centimeters. Alright. Question 18 says, what is the radius of a circle whose circumference is 66 centimeters? Circumference of a circle C is equal to 2 pi radius. In this question, they want us to find the radius. So you simply divide both sides by 2 pi so that we can make the radius the subject of the formula. 2 pi cancels 2 pi. So radius is equal to circumference divided by 2 pi. Is that okay? So I'm going to create space to solve by cleaning what I've done here. Alright, so radius here, let me write here. Radius equal to, in the question, circumference is 66 centimeters. 66 centimeters divided by, okay, let me make it more legible. 66 centimeters divided by 2 times pi. Pi is 22/7. Okay, so radius will give us 66 centimeters divided by 2 times 22, 44/7. Now we use the concept of KCF, keep the first whole number or fraction, which is 66 centimeters. Now that's the first value. Change division to times and flip this fraction, 44/7. 7 goes up, 44 comes down. Okay, remember we are looking for radius. 11 here 4, 11 here 6. 2 into 4, 2. 6 divided by 2, 3. Okay, 3 times 7 is 21 divided by 2. It will give us 10.5. So the correct answer is A, which is 10.5 centimeters. Question number 19. This question says, if the scale of a map is 1 centimeters, 1 centimeters to 20 kilometers, this is proportion. 2.5 centimeters, they want you to tell how many 20 kilometers it will be. It will be more. Whenever it's more, just multiply. So ignore the decimal point, do 25 times 20. Once you are done, you put 1 decimal point. 0 times 5, 0. 0 times 2, 0. 2 times 5, 10. 0 carry 1. 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, 5. So we have 0, 0, 5. Remember, 1 decimal place in 2.5. You put 1 decimal point here. The correct answer is D, which is 50 kilometers. Is that clear? Okay, that's good. Question number 20 says, determine the area of the trapezium below. Formula for calculating area of a trapezium is A equal to bracket A plus B close bracket H divided by 2. So area, the top one is the A, the down one is the B, and 3 is the height. This is the height. A is 4.2 cm plus the down part 7.8 close bracket H is 3 centimeters divided by 2. So what we have in the bracket is 4.2. Okay, let me move up a bit. We have 4.2 plus 7.8. 8 plus 2, 10, 0, carry 1. 7 plus 4, 11 plus 1, 12, 12.0. So we just have area equal to 12 times the 3. Everything in the bracket is 12 multiplied by the 3 divided by 2. 2 here 1, 2 into 12 is 6. Area will be 6 times 3, 18 centimeter square. So the correct answer is D. Alright, that's how much we can take for this class. This question paper has, mathematics has 40 questions, but I've done the first 20 questions. In the next class, I'm going to take the last 20 questions, which is from question 21 to question 40. Thank you.